What about rice bran oil? Rice bran oil, इसमें oryzanol है. That is what the ad says. देखा है आपने ad? And then we always feel कि अगर इसमें ऐसा कुछ होगा जो कि unpronounceable होगा तो ये जरूर मेरे लिए अच्छा होगा. So oryzanol is just one kind of an essential fat, and you will find many essential fats जिसके unpronounceable names हमको अभी आते नहीं हैं, but they are in ghee, they are in groundnut, they are in till, and we should be eating more of the local kinds of oils and not. अभी राइस ब्राइन ऑयल चल रहा है, उसके पहले सनफ्लावर ऑयल था, उसके पहले सैफ्लावर ऑयल था, फिर बीच में ऑलिव ऑयल चालू हो गया था. सो just use the local oil and don't bother getting the vegetable and refined oil. कच्चे घानी का तेल होना चाहिए, ऐसा तेल जिसमें कलर, सुगंध और चिकनाई रहनी चाहिए. Otherwise the oil that we are getting nowadays is all like white color oil. You can't even make out ये कहाँ से आया है. So groundnut oil I would think here for Hyderabad. Yeah, for cooking you can cook in groundnut oil and in ghee. Same thing we have, Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Vikas. I have one question in two parts. I'm sorry.
They ask only one.
Yeah, two things. This is in reference to your on workout, the 4 hours.
Right.
Workout. So whey protein and the vitamin supplements. Is it true that whey protein results in hair loss? That is one.
Hair loss.
Yes, that is one thing. And second thing is that many people say that even after 40, our body is not able to absorb supplements, vitamins from the fruits and the vegetables, and supplements are necessary. But does that also has a reverse effect of weight gain? This is what I just heard recently from a doctor to whom I had gone.
Okay, all right. Okay, you can take the mic. All right. So here's the thing. A doctor, a dietitian, and a dadi. Okay, सबका नाम D से चालू होता है. But if you want good advice, go to the dadi and ditch the doctor and the dietitian. Okay. In fact, I would go to the extent because see, they only told us घी बंद करो और उन्हीं के हॉस्पिटल में हमको मारी बिस्किट मिला. करेक्ट? जब हम लोग ऐसा आईसीयू के कंडीशन में और ईटिंग मारी बिस्किट एंड नो घी, अब से हमारा रोटी सूखा, हमारी रोटी में कुछ नहीं होगा. What happened to nutrition science though? Nutrition science caught up with science itself, which is basically caught up with your grandmother's wisdom. So whether it's the doctor or whether it's the dietitian, if their advice is not resonating with what your grandmother is saying, ditch that advice. Ditch professional advice if it is not resonating with the advice of your grandmother. That's point number one. Point number two, will becoming 40 actually bring down my assimilation of vitamins and minerals? No. Not at all. Not if you're eating right, not if you're exercising, and not if you're sleeping on time. So work on all of those things. But it will not reduce assimilation. Will intake of vitamins lead to weight gain? No, completely wrong. I mean, vitamins and minerals don't even have calories to begin with. So how is that going to lead to weight gain? It won't lead to any weight gain. So that was incorrect. And what about whey protein? Does whey protein lead to hair loss? No. Hair is also a kind of protein, just like skin and nails and stuff. And whey protein is safe. So you can take whey protein, especially if you are taking whey protein post-exercise. See, you have to remember supplements, whether it's a supplement of vitamin D or a calcium or vitamin C or anything that you're taking. A supplement is a supplement. It will work if you already have the basics of a lifestyle, of a good lifestyle in place. If you're eating home cooked food, you're eating what belongs to your region and what is in the season right now. If you're eating it for a good reason, आज मैं बहुत खुश हूँ तो मैं बहुत खाऊंगी, versus आज मैं बहुत frustrated हूँ तो मैं बहुत खाऊंगी. Okay, you have to eat also food for the right reason. So you're eating for the right reason, you're exercising, you're sleeping on time, and then you decide to take a supplement, it will work. If you're not exercising, if you're not eating, if you're not sleeping, you're popping pills, nothing's gonna work. And then your hair loss is not going to be because of the pill, it's going to be because nothing in your lifestyle is in place. Okay, if we don't do crunches, what is it that we do for abs? We move our body more. That is what we should be doing. What really leads to a flat stomach is strong legs. And what really doesn't get trained is legs. So we must have strong legs, whether it is through yoga, whether it is through dance, like classical forms of dance, or whether it is through weight training. Work at building strong legs. If you're sitting for half an hour, stand up at least for 3 minutes. Work at being very, very active in the day. Walk around in your homes and offices. Volunteer to run small errands in your homes and offices so that you're being more active. Commit to 150 minutes of exercise. Sleep on time, and that's all that you need for a flat stomach. So if I have to say what are the 2 top things for flat stomach, good sleep and strong legs. Yes, hello.
Like in your book, you say that your body should be doing exercise because it is supposed to move. In a similar way, a woman's body should be reproducing. Suppose if you don't want kids, like are there any health risks involved? Like people say you will get
Use a condom. That's all that you can do. No, there are no health
like
risks.
you will get breast cancers or ovarian cancer. Suppose if you don't reproduce at the right age or
No, see,
not at
first
all.
of all, as women, somehow everyone thinks that we are the only time ticking bomb. अभी 30 हुआ है, अभी तक आपका शादी नहीं हुआ है, अभी आपका बच्चे कब होंगे, अभी बच्चे हो गए, लेकिन अभी तक आपने क्या उसको बोलते हैं जूनियर केजी में एडमिशन नहीं लिया. यू स्टिल डोंट नो वेयर दे आर गोइंग. सो वी आर कॉन्स्टेंटली लिविंग आवर लाइफ लाइक दिस. Pregnancy and having a child or not having a child is a choice. Okay, suffering from a lifestyle disease, I mean, that is not going to come out of the choice of whether or not we choose to be biological mothers. So you have to do other things to stay away from NCDs or non-communicable diseases. And one of the best ways to get rid of non-communicable diseases is to live a life full of choices. But just because you choose to not be a mother, nothing's gonna happen. Yeah? Yes. How about portion size? Everyone wants to know, ठीक है, सब कुछ ठीक है, शुगर भी अच्छा है, घी भी अच्छा है, राइस भी मैं बोलती हूँ अच्छा, राइस भी अच्छा है, कौन सा राइस? ओके, व्हाइट राइस, हैंड पाउंडेड राइस, फाइन, आई एक्सेप्ट एवरीथिंग, everything is good. What about the portion? What about the portion? Who is eating? Can appetite be something that is controlled every single day? Can you fix it to one point and say हर रोज इतना ही खाएंगे? अगर हमने एक्चुअली फिक्स कर दिया ना कि हर रोज इतना ही खाएंगे, हम लोग मरेंगे ही नहीं. Because then we will keep eating na constantly all the time. So when will we die? Because after we die, so just towards death we eat very little, and then after we are dead we eat nothing. And it's good, we have to die also, but we have to be living while we are alive. Okay, people should look at us and say, हाँ ये जिंदा लड़की है. Otherwise we are like so dead all the time that people don't even know if we are alive or we are dead. But anyways, appetite is something which changes with season. So in winters you feel like eating more. In summers you feel like eating lesser. If you're sitting with your mother-in-law, appetite बंद हो जाती है, भूख मरती है. If you're sitting with your boyfriend, then you feel like ज़्यादा खा सकते हैं आज. If you hate the face of your husband, again भूख मर जाती है. So depending on who you're eating, what is the season और क्या बनाया है. Women especially get very scared. Oh no, I really love this, I will eat a lot. अरे no problem, eat a lot. कौन रोक रहा है तुमको? Why are we wanting to stop ourselves from having a good time? So we must, food, if it's something that you like, you will eat a little more as compared to what you eat regularly. And food that you don't like, you will eat much lesser than what you eat regularly. So those natural things have to happen. Also what you should know is Ayurveda and yoga say that the highest sign of intelligence is a person who knows where to stop eating. And the lowest sign of intelligence are people who pick up dietetics as a profession. You know that, no? People who don't get admission anywhere else go to a dietetics college. So surely do not eat a dietitian, मुझे कितना खाना चाहिए. जब तक कि आप आपका खाना पचा रहे हो, no one has the right to tell you how much to eat and where to stop eating. However, it is your responsibility to be paying attention to the food that you're eating while you're eating. Do not be on the phone, TV, magazine, books and stuff like that when you eat. Then you will invariably eat the right food. But if you still want to know what's the right amount, then Karina and I, we had a talk. I don't know if you had a chance to see it on FB Live. And we released what is called as the mental meal map. So you will find that on my Facebook author page. So you can go and refer to that. Yes.
First of all, I'm your huge fan.
Thank you.
So I'm a Zumba fitness instructor, and I do cardio 8 hours a week. I mean different batches. So my question is, what to eat before and after the session? I prefer bananas, and I'm a vegetarian. So is that enough?
Yeah. Surely, like before your sessions, banana is very good. Post that, try and have something which is more wholesome, because if you have something wholesome, then you have your protein. It could be a good idea to start with whey protein. Whey protein is vegetarian too. Also, very good source of protein, not just for vegetarians but even for non-vegetarians, is pulses. UNFAO declared 2016 as the year of pulses. So even small things like khichdi is a good source of pulses. So, idli, dosa, all complete proteins. Yeah. So eat them. Don't think that being a vegetarian makes you deficient in protein. It doesn't. Yeah. Food for healthy hair. You're going to like this, but it is probably going to be too unreal for you to follow this. Rice, coconut and ghee. Okay? So you have rice, coconut and ghee, and you have good hair. People who always have good hair are the Keralites in India. And they are full of rice, coconut and ghee. So जब तक के Keralite rice, coconut, ghee खाता है, सब अच्छा रहता है. When they stop, there are many problems. So rice, coconut, ghee. Also this one seed called arid. Have you heard of it? It's a red tiny seed. It's there in the Indian superfoods. You can read it. You will find it in any grocery shop. Very, very good for hair and also good for your skin. ALIV, garden cress seeds. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, what do you do when you're living abroad but you belong to India? You work at striking a fine balance. So grains and pulses and the style of cooking should be Indian, and fruits and vegetables should be local. That's all that you have to do. Yeah.
Mike would help.
White sugar, jaggery powder, what is better? What we do know if you live in India is that sugar has a cooling effect, jaggery has a heating effect. So in winters, jaggery, in summers, sugar. If you're making something and you want to bring out the flavor, sugar. If you're making something you want to mask the flavor, jaggery. Yeah. Yeah, okay.
My mother insists on using palm sugar, palm jaggery.
Yes, sure.
And also flaxseed. So flaxseed are something
Okay, alright. See, flaxseed is something that at least in Maharashtra we used to always have. We used to call it arshi. Now, arshi doesn't sound half as cool as flaxseed does. So we used to have it as a form of chutneys. Like how you have, we have many chutneys, na? Til ka chutney, coconut ka chutney, peanut ka chutney, वैसा ही arshi का chutney, कड़ी पत्ता का chutney. So it was consumed like that. So it can be a small part of the meal. Yes. And yours. Yeah.
palm jaggery.
Yeah, you can have palm jaggery too. Ask one.
Parent is speaking.
Okay, all right. So ghee, what kind of ghee should you be using? So obviously the Indian cow ghee. Indian cow ghee is what you should use. और अगर indigenous cow का breed नहीं मिलता है, then it should be Indian भैंस. तो भैंस का दूध लेके आओ घर पे, उसका मलाई निकालो and then make the ghee. What is the best ghee? The ghee which is made at home is the best ghee. And if you cannot have access to that kind of ghee, then you can patronize these goshalas. There are many goshalas which are now wanting to sell ghee online, पर उनको customers नहीं मिलते हैं. So the real stuff is always, see, ghee cannot be made in a very large amount. It takes 28 liters of milk to make 1 liter or 1 kg of ghee. So it's only the small ones which will actually give you good authentic ghee. So what about women? If, see, remember, do not confuse exercise with activity. Exercise is when you are doing your activity at a challenging intensity. That is exercise of 150 minutes. But we have to stay active through the day, and you can make a choice of what kind of activity you want to do. You don't necessarily have to clean the floors and swab it and cook in the kitchen. You make the choice and you stay active. Basically stay more on your feet than on the sofa or a chair. Yeah? Yeah, okay, alright. Yes. Hi. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, no, your skin is good too. Yeah. Right. Okay, good. So, thyroid, what can you do for your thyroid? Eat more wholesome meals. Pulses is something which really helps with the thyroid. Pulses is something basically also helps with regulation of blood sugars, and that's how it will help you with your thyroid. So more pulses, but pulses have to be eaten with grains. So pulses is a very good idea for thyroid. Ragi or nachni, the finger millet. I think that is also a common Hyderabad produce, right? So that is ragi, R-A-G-I. Yeah, this is ragi. Ragi in Maharashtra is called nachni. Okay, so ragi is very good for thyroid. Weight training is excellent. Okay, learning some kind of a classical art is very good, whether it is song or dance or you're a singer, na? Yeah. So that's really good. And the last thing that you should do is sleep on time, because sleeping is something that most of us don't do. And thyroid, at least according to the Buddhist philosophy, comes out of women's inability to say no. So say no to things that you don't want to do. And don't feel scared, like, there was this question, if I'm saying no to motherhood, will there be a problem? You can say no to whatever that you want to say. Unfortunately, in India, we raise girls where when our parents are angry with us, they say things like, "Ja teko jo karne ka hai kar." अभी जाते जो करने का है कर, इज आवर फंडामेंटल राइट. जो करने का है वही हमको करना चाहिए. And if someone decides to be angry about it, it is okay. That is their problem to deal with. But we cannot think that when मेरे को जब जो करना है मैं करती हूँ, I become a bad girl, and therefore women keep saying yes to things that they should actually be saying no to. And by the time we cross 28 and we start moving towards 32, our thyroid begins to slow down. Yeah. So next time you want to say great things to your daughter, you should say "Ja jo karne ka hai kar." Yeah. Okay. About organic foods, I really feel in India it becomes very difficult for the real farmers to go get an organic certification. So what we really have are now farmers who are calling their food as natural food versus organic food. When we are saying organic food, what we are actually hoping for is food that is safe. And बाकी आपल्याला काहीच नको असतं. We are hoping that this is safe food. So how do you ensure that it's safe food? Buy what is in season, buy what is the local produce, and buy from smaller farmers as compared to larger malls. Those are good ways of getting it. And now one last question is from Anju Auntie, and then I think we will close the session, okay? She has a problem sleeping. Beautiful women have a problem sleeping all the time. So what should you do to sleep? So to sleep well, there are 3 things. 1, don't drink any chai or coffee after 6 o'clock in the evening. That's number 1. Number 2, do not watch TV at least an hour before going to bed. Do not read off your phone, iPad, Kindle or whatever other gadget that you have. Basically phone, Kindle और TV bedroom के अंदर आना ही नहीं चाहिए. So there should be one specific place in the house where everyone deposits all their gadgets, and then you can go to bed. नहीं तो हम लोग रात को नींद नहीं आती है तो हम लोग उठते हैं और देखते हैं कि दूसरे लोगों का WhatsApp पे लास्ट सीन क्या था. एंड देन वी से अरे आग दोनों तरफ बराबर लगी है, मैं भी जाग रही हूँ वो भी जाग रही है. So yeah, okay, all right.
Ma'am,
So
one last question.
okay, all right. So this is what we'll do. You just say your questions. I'll try and answer.
Thank you. I wanted to know which bread is better, the milk one or the wheat one? That would be my first.
Okay. Okay.
Post-pregnancy exercise.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Of course, I'll sign the book after this session.
White versus brown.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
For kids, yeah.
the craving to have something sweet after every meal.
Okay. All right. Yeah, yeah. Group picture, yes. Group picture and signatures, yes. Okay. All right. Constipation. Examples of people like. Apart from Karishma and Karina, people like me, many, yeah. I think show some. Okay. For PCOS and PCOD, thyroid and sweets is the exact same. Like I feel like eating something sugary after every meal. That comes from the deficiency of essential fats in our main meals. So add more ghee to lunch and to dinner, and then you will not feel like eating any mithai post that. For PCOD, can you eat sweets? Yes, you can, but you should also weight train. You should sleep on time, and you should eat more wholesome food. Rice or millets, what is better? Both. It's not what, one being better than the other. Millets are good, so is rice, but you have to remember कि हम जब मर जाते हैं, अभी श्राद्ध का पीरियड गया था, तभी भी हम लोग पिंड राइस का ही बनाते हैं, हम लोग मिलेट्स का नहीं बनाते हैं, बिकॉज राइस इज द ग्रेन ऑफ evolution. So from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, when we go breast milk, we go on to rice. We don't go on to any other kind of millets. Then as you grow up, you can start having millets. But the first grain is always rice. So rice is good and millets is also very good. Yeah, it's not one over the other. फिर जैसे अगर इडली बना रहे हो आप राइस का ही बनाओगे ना, थोड़ी you will mix millet with it. But I recently went like in Kochi to some restaurant and they had made millet ka idli and I was like, oh God, wrong jagah pe fusion karke, then you don't even like the taste. About green tea, is it very good? It is excellent for the manufacturers and distributors of green tea. As a consumer of green tea, there is nothing in green tea. The regular coffee and the regular chai has just as many, if not more, antioxidants than green tea. What about children? What should we pack in a child's dabba? We should be packing things which are good for the health of the child. We should be packing things which are good for the local economy. We should be packing things which are good for the ecology. So nothing that comes out of a packet should go in a child's dabba, even if the child throws a tantrum. They are doing a huge study in the in EU and in the European Union, and they have, all the countries have participated. They're studying families for 5 years, and essentially what they're studying is children, the environment around children, because even EU is having the same problem that India is having. The kids are getting obese, okay? The kids are getting fat, and they're saying what is it that is leading to obesity in children? And they have one thing which they know is leading to obesity in children, and it is the parents' inability to say no to a child. So in 2017, EU will come out with strong messages which are going to, the study is called iFamily, which is basically going to tell you that when you say no to a child, you save your child from future cardio-metabolic diseases. If you keep saying yes to every single thing that they do, and there is a huge temptation to saying yes because they have what is called, what the EU calls as pester power. They will ask you so many times that at some point you will say, "ठीक है, ले ले," But the minute you say, "ठीक है, ले ले," you will be 60, the kid will be 20 and 30 and will be suffering from some kind of a cardiometabolic disease. So say no, 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 no as many times as it's required. Even research is going to back that. And lastly, what bread is better, white or brown? अभी bread ही खाना है तो सफेद ही रंग का खाओ, because हमको skin ज़्यादा गोरी चाहिए लेकिन bread ज़्यादा काला चाहिए. So you know, if you're going to, because there is no big deal whether you've got the brown bread or the white bread, it's the exact same thing. Multi-grain bread. See, in India we don't just mix grains randomly, just like that. Multi-grain breads even came into existence in cultures where there is no system of eating grains. We are already making rotis and rotlas and bhakris and khichdis and khichus. We don't need a bread to start eating grains. We are eating grains any which ways, okay? Alright, with that, thanks a lot. And yeah, okay. Anina wants to make a comment, so one comment.
I'm Dr. Anina Abraham. Just want to say it's one thing buying her book, Kavi, and it's another thing joining her course. It was worth every single penny that I spent. I was really obese. My mom and sister are here to say that. And I really started feeling fit after going to her course. It's totally different from, you know, it's an experience of a lifetime. It's worth it.
And she is not paid to come here and say this, okay? Yeah. Right. Right. I hate you like I love you. Right. Oh wow, that's nice. Yeah. No, but thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thank you to Nanu. Thank you. Thanks a lot. She's a